Anthropocentrism and ecocentrism. These two concepts have played a major part in what has always been the perception of the environment. Anthropocentrism. Human beings are the primary subject under this concept. This concept believes that nature also plays a part in its scientific advantage. Ecocentrism. Nature is the subject under this concept. Ecocentrism believes that there is moral value in nature. Ecocentrism lives morals in nature. Ecocentrism lives love and admiration for nature. These two notions, environmental philosophy and anthropocentric versus ecocentric views of the world, bear a relationship with each other that is more than superficial. Here, one can be the environmental philosopher who understands why one has to be thrifty, and then ecocentric can be described one who practices this habit of a virtuous life and advises others on how we can live a sustainable life. This correlation is also traced in the works of some philosophers, such as Anaximander and Pythagoras, as well as the idea of imbalance and harmony with the nature presented by Chinese philosophers. The more modern writers of this correlation include some philosophers such as Immanuel Kant, Herbert Marcuse, and George Mill. In fact, some of the more modern discussions on this correlation would necessarily bring out of the idea that protecting nature has nothing to do with protecting some trees but rather with changing how one views oneself and others. Theories of deep ecology, social ecology, and some ideologies of ecofeminism would further explore this idea of correlation by linking nature's degradation with anthropocentric views, structures of authority, and issues of gender. They are learning ideas as well as very vivid example of life. An example of these learning ideas that border on sustainability is the trend in communities that caught my attention as a neighbor where families in a neighborhood as well as others have started going ecological along with lines of a lifestyle, from composting food crops to proper water utilization. As an example of this scene, as in my grandmother does not lead a very luxurious lifestyle and she tries her best to generate as little garbage as possible. The reason she does that has been explained below. This is because she likes the resources of nature. Nature provides us with everything we have to provide nature with what it needs as well, which is one of the tenets of environmental philosophy and ecocentrism, or Pythagoras philosophy, which originates from the Chinese philosophers. That is, they live in harmony with nature. Ecofeminism is also associated with the matter of female leadership in the context of eco-activism. An example regarding the role of female participation in the process of conducting workshops related to sustainability, reforestation, and the dissemination of the need for eco-sensitivity, according to their point of care and transformation, is also associated with ecofeminism. The connection between environmental philosophy and the distinction made anthropocentric issues and ecocentric issues has to do with the fact that human systems and the environment actually share a relationship with each other. This is a very true statement. Philosophy helps us understand nature. We are fulfilling our mandate as planet caretakers when we decide to pursue ecocentric selves in the opposition to system of exploitation.